all the layers of the ground. The first layer is clay, the topsoil, where the plants grow. The second one is sand clay. The third one is sand, and the fourth one is rock stones, and the last one is the groundwater. Percolation pit is a bored hole drilled in the ground of 30 cm diameter. Its depth is 3 to 10 meter. First, it is filled with pebbles. Then it is filled with sand. It helps in better percolation and also filters the water. Then the upper part is made up of concrete rings. Then it is covered with a perforated lid. It is drilled in such a way that the water flows and goes into it. The percolates and gets into the ground. This way the water gets enough time to flow through the different layers of the ground and replenish the underground water.
See the ingredients we need to make the hibiscus hair oil. The first ingredient is coconut oil and the second ingredient is hibiscus flowers. So let's see the process of it. Boil 200 ml coconut oil. After it is boiled, add 7 to 8 hibiscus flowers in it. Then switch off the gas. You will see that the color has changed, and then switch off the gas. Keep the oil aside for 24 hours. Benefits of hibiscus hair oil. Stop hair loss. Straight redangler. Prevent split ends. Thicken hair. Now let's see the second type of hair oil. So let's see the ingredients we need to make the curry leaves hair oil. The first ingredient we need is coconut oil, curry leaves and methi seeds. Now let's see the process. Take 200 ml coconut oil and boil it. After it is boiled, add curry leaves in it. Add 1 bowl curry leaves in it and some methi seeds. And you will see that the color will change. Then switch off the gas and then keep the curry leaf oil aside. Now I will tell you the benefits of curry leaf hair oil. Speed up hair growth, longer and stronger hair, prevents premature graying, fights scalp infection, antibacterial and antifungal property of curry leaf, promote a healthier scalp. So it is very beneficial to our health.
This is a model of causing air pollution. This is a model of preventing air pollution. The presence of harmful gases such as carbon dioxide and smoke, the dust particles in the air is called air pollution. Air pollution is caused by factory smoke, also vehicles, by spitting in public places. Breathing this polluted air is harmful for our lungs. We can prevent air pollution by few ways. Use cycle, save forest, prevent fire, use public transport. Kadha is an Ayurvedic home remedy to boost immunity. Once it makes us strong within, it helps us to fight with flus, infections and seasonal viral. It is an edible decoction of herbs and spices. To prepare our decoction, we will be needing cardamom, cloves, chitrathai, black pepper, cinnamon, ginger and basil leaves, and we will boil all together in water. Then after boiling, we will add some honey in it and our homemade kadha is ready. Solar system with the help of a working model which is made of cardboard, paper pieces, wood and a motor. The solar system is the gravitationally bound system of the sun and all the objects that orbit it. Our solar system was formed about 4.6 billion years ago from a dense cloud made of interstellar gas and dust. The cloud collapsed, possibly due to a nearby exploding star called a supernova. When the cloud collapsed, it formed a solar nebula, a spinning, swirling disk of material. At the center, gravity pulled more and more materials in so that the hydrogen atoms would combine to form helium, releasing a tremendous amount of energy. With that, our sun was born. Nearest to the sun, only rocky materials could withstand. So the first four planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are the rocky planets, also known as terrestrial planets. Materials such as ice, liquid and gas settled in the outer region of the young solar system. Gravity pulled these materials to form gas giants that are Jupiter and Saturn and ice giants that are Uranus and Neptune. The sun is the star in the center of the solar system. It is a very important source of life on Earth. Its diameter is about 1.39 kilometers, 1.39 million kilometers. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and is the first planet of our solar system. It is the smallest planet and it is made of rocks and metals. Life does not exist there because there is no air and the temperature is extreme. It takes 88 days to complete its one revolution around the sun. Venus. Venus is the second planet in our solar system. It is the brightest planet during the night sky. It is also made of rocks and metals. It takes 224.7 days to complete one revolution around the sun. The third planet and the living planet Earth. It appears bluish green in color due to the presence of water and land masses. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete its one rotation and 365.25 days to complete its one revolution. The red planet, Mars. It appears reddish in color due to the presence of its red soil and red rocks. It takes 24 hours, 7 minutes to complete its one rotation on its axis and 1.9 years to complete its one revolution. The biggest planet and extremely hot planet, the Jupiter. It has strict line on it because it moves very fast, pulling all its clouds towards it and forming a striped pattern. It takes 11.9 years to complete one revolution around the sun. The beautiful planet which has spectacular rings on it. Yes, you are right, the Saturn. It has spectacular rings around it, and the amazing fact about Saturn is that it is light. It is the least dense planet from all the planets in our solar system. It takes 29.5 years to complete its one revolution around the sun. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet in our solar system. The striking feature of Uranus is that it is highly tilted rotational axis. It takes 17 hours to complete its one rotation, and 84 years to complete its one revolution. The last planet and the coldest planet is Neptune. As it is far away from the Sun, it takes 164.8 years to complete its one revolution and 16 hours, 7 minutes to complete its one rotation. All the planets except Venus and Uranus moves from west to east, whereas Uranus and Venus moves from east to west. There are many dwarf planets, but few are named. That are the Pluto, Haumea, Makemake and Eris. Thank you.
So, for making the kada, we will need some tulsi leaves, a small pieced ginger, some cloves, and black pepper powder, some honey. Over here, now I have started boiling the water in low flame. So first I'm going to add some tulsi leaves. I have added tulsi leaves, and now I'm going to put some I'm going to put the small pieced gingers inside the boiling water. Now the cloves, and here we go with the black pepper. You all can see the kada is half. So now we're gonna off the gas. So now the kada is a bit of cooled down. So now I'm gonna filter it by the help of this tea strainer. Now by adding the honey, the kada will be ready. And now kada is done. You have to drink this morning and evening. That can make your immunity system healthy.
Amla contains a high amount of vitamin C, which helps us to boost immunity. Amla is also very helpful for our eyesight, hair fall, and for common cold. Amla is also very beneficial for several health issues such as digestion and diabetes. Amla is the only fruit which maintains its quality either fresh or dry. Amla is also called Tridush Nashak. So now let's start making the amla juice. These are some fresh amlas. I will take 2 or 3 amlas for the juice, and now first of all I will cut them into small pieces and then throw the seeds. So now I have cut some amlas, and now I will put it into the mixer. And also we will add some little water into it. And now again grind it. So now we will add some honey into the glass. And now we will strain the juice with the help of a sieve. So now you can see amla juice is ready. We can also add some salt instead of honey. It is very healthy drink. This amla juice is very healthy drink. Thank you.
The major landforms include mountains, deserts, plains and plateaus. Mountains. Mountains are the landforms that rise sharply above the surrounding area over a large area. The pointed tops of the mountain are called peaks. They are colder than low-lying areas. Plain. A plain is a broad area of relatively flat land. They mostly occur at the bottom of the valleys or at the base of mountains and along the seacoast. They cover more than one-third of land area. Plateaus. A plateau is a landform that is elevated from its surrounding areas and has a flat top. It is higher than a plain, but not as high as a mountain. A plateau is also called a high plain or a tableland. Deserts. Deserts are the areas that are very dry and have very less plants, animals, and humans. They receive very less rainfall. They are hot during the day and cold during the night.
Solar eclipse happens when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. Sunlight of the sun does not come on the earth properly. It happens once in 18 months and can be seen in few places. It is not safe to see solar eclipse with our naked eyes. Now we come on lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse happens when the earth comes between the moon and the sun. So during the night on the earth, the sunlight will not go on the moon, therefore we won't be able to see moon in night. It occurs twice a year and can be seen in many places. It is safe to see lunar eclipse with our naked eyes.
Now, let us begin our journey to solar system. The solar system is made up of a star called the Sun, and everything that travels or orbits around it includes the 8 planets and their moons, rock planets, asteroids, comets, and smaller bits of rock and dust. Now let me take you to the rocky planets. Closest to the Sun are 4 rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They all began their existence in the same way, but over time became very different worlds. Now let me take you to the gas planets. The 4 outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are the largest planets in the solar system. They are mostly made up of gas, and spacecrafts are unable to land on them. Now, let us end the journey with some amazing facts. Scientists believe the solar system began to form around 4.6 billion years ago. On 20 July 1969, the first astronaut Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. One day, asteroids could be mined for precious metal and water to be turned into rocket fuel. Jupiter acts like cosmic vacuum cleaner by sucking up dangerous asteroids. All the planets could fit between the space of the Earth and the moon. The Saturn's moon, Titan, is the only moon which has an atmosphere. Last but not the least, a 90-year-old on Earth is 373 years old on Mercury.
The greenhouse effect is the process by which radiation from a planet's atmosphere warms the planet's surface to a temperature above what it would be without this atmosphere. Radiatively active gases in a planet's atmosphere radiate energy in all directions. Now I will explain the process of global warming. As you know, the earth gets heat from the sun. Some sunlight that hit the earth is reflected. Some becomes heated. Atmosphere and carbon dioxide plus methyl is equal to CH4. Carbon dioxide and other gases in the atmosphere trap the heat. And now I will tell some ways to prevent that. So, you should plant more and more trees. We should use less air conditioning and we should
should not on lights when not required.
There are various methods of farming. One of the innovative type of farming is the greenhouse farming. Greenhouse effect is a natural process in which some part of energy from the sun is absorbed and utilized by the Earth's atmosphere. Inspired by the greenhouse effect, human has created the greenhouse. A greenhouse is also known as a glass house. A greenhouse is a structure of transparent material to trap the heat and to create a controlled environment for plants yielding better fruits, vegetables and flowers. Pollution. There are increase in the greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane and the nitrogen oxide, leading to global warming, rise of sea level, respiratory diseases, effects on the ozone layer and increased wildfires.
Rice is one of the most cultivated grains crops in India, as well as in Asian countries and staple diet of major part of India. India is an important center for rice cultivation. The rice plant grows from 2 to 6 feet tall with a round jointed stem, long pointed leaves and edible seeds borne in the dense head on separate stalks. In India, rice is cultivated in Rabi and Kharif seasons. Rice crop is suited for regions where abundant water supply, high humid and prolonged sunshine is available. The ideal temperature required throughout the life period of crop ranges from 20 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. However, the rice crop can tolerate the temperature up to 42 degrees Celsius.
As per Ayurvedic science, there are three main body constitutions: Kapha, Pitta and Vata, which are known as doshas. Diabetes occur due to imbalances in these doshas. Ayurveda believes in type 2 diabetes developed from excess Kapha dosha. Therefore, Ayurvedic treatment is mainly focused on diet, medication and lifestyle changes. Herbs, yoga, sunas, massage, fasting, strict diet regimens are considered to be a part of Ayurvedic treatment for diabetes. Even certain cleansing programs for regulating blood sugar levels are being offered by some Ayurvedic practitioners. So let's start our first Ayurvedic medicine. So this is our first Ayurvedic medicine. These are called as methi dana or fenugreek seeds. These have been soaked overnight and the diabetic patient can consume it in the morning. So we can use this methi dana or fenugreek seeds in any two ways. Grind seeds 100 grams methi dana. These methi powder is mixed in turmeric powder 25 grams. This mixture should be consumed with a glass of water twice a day. Diabetic patient can also mix this powdered methi seeds into wheat flour so that chapatis can be prepared from this dough. Regular consumption of these chapatis can bring quick result in this treatment of diabetes. So our next Ayurvedic medicine is cinnamon powder, Ayurvedic medicine for diabetes. This powder is also Ayurvedic medicine for diabetes. Mix 3 to 4 tablespoons of cinnamon powder in 1 liter water. This mixture is then heated around 20 minutes. After that, strain the mixture and leave it to cool. A diabetic patient should consume this cinnamon drink on a daily basis. Thank you. So there are many more Ayurvedic medicines that can be consumed by a diabetic patient, such as amla powder, bitter gourd powder, jamun powder, bel patta powder. As it is rightly said, natural is the best, and Ayurvedic medicines have proved it again. A windmill is a structure used to harness the power of the wind for purposes like grinding grains, pumping water, and generating electricity. Consists of vanes called sails or blades that convert the wind energy into rotational energy. The first windmill to generate electricity was invented in 1888 by an Ohio-based engineer named Charles Brush. Windmills are environmentally friendly and are the best solution to the world's increasing energy needs.
They made an anthem of the earth. I have used material an old newspaper, a chemical, scissor, and an old box. Now I'm going to explain them in detail. Mountains are anthem that lie sharply above the surrounding area. Plains are from that are low lying flat area. A plateau are from that they elevated from a surrounding area. There the birds have very rare plants, animals, and humans living there. They are very little rainfall. But they are cold during the night and hot during the day.
The ingredients which are easily available in the kitchen like garam seeds, fenugreek, black powder, black salt, ginger, lemon juice, pepper, long pepper. This remedy can be stored for months and can be prepared in quantity, but I am making it in a small quantity. First peel 3-4 lemons in the big bowl. Then add these all dry ingredients in it. This carom seeds, fenugreek seeds, black salt, ginger, and then long pepper. Now mix it well. All this should be soaked in this lemon juice properly. Completing this process, we have to keep this ball in the extreme sunlight till maximum 7 to 10 days depending on the sunlight.
Water pollution is contamination of water bodies like seas, oceans, lakes, etc. Due to human activities, some of the water pollution are caused by direct sources such as factories, waste management facilities, directly release waste and dangerous byproducts into the nearest water source without treating them. Effects of water pollution. Drinking or consuming pollute water has many diseases effect on our health. It causes typhoid, cholera and various other diseases. Also the entire ecosystem is affected and collapsed if such changes are left unchecked. Water pollution also affects the entire aquatic life by decreasing the amount of oxygen in the water. Prevent of water pollution. Water pollution can be prevented by making small changes in the society, which can bring a huge difference. This can be done by treatment of sewage, by treating waste products before disposing it in the water. Agriculture or the other industries can release this water by using soluble products. We can reduce the amount of water pollution caused by a household. Conclusion. By working together, we can make water pollution less of a problem and make the world a better place.
I have made this map from clay. India is officially known as Republic of India and is comprised into 29 states along with 7 union territories. India coastline measures 7,517 kilometers in length and 5,423 kilometers in Peninsula of India and 2,084 kilometers along with Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep island chains. Additionally, Indian naval hydrographic charts include mainland that measures 43% sandy beaches, 11% rocky shores and 46% mudlitter marshy shores. Broadly, India is divided into 6 major zones: South India, North India, West India, East India, Northeast India and Central India.
Organic farming, which includes vermicompost, composting, cow manure, seed germination and harvesting. Organic farming is a method of crop and livestock production that involves much more than not to use pesticides, fertilizers, genetically modified organisms, antibiotics and growth hormones. Organic production is a holistic system designed to optimize the productivity and fitness of diverse communities within the agro system, including soil organisms, people, crops and livestock. The principal goal of organic production is to develop enterprises that are sustainable and harmonious with the environment, protect the environment, minimize soil degradation and reduce pollution, maintain long-term soil fertility, maintain biological diversity within the system, recycle materials and resources, provide attentive care and that promotes the health,
prepare organic products. The main reasons farmers take from wanting to farm organically are their concerns for the environment and about working. Organic farmers find their method to be profitable and personally rewarding. Organic farming is a method of crops and livestock productions. It involves much more than not using pesticide, fertilizers, genetically modified organisms, and antibiotic and growth hormones. Types of organic farming: pure organic farming, integrated organic farming, integration of farming systems. Organic farming helps us in reducing non-renewable energy used by decreasing agrochemical needs. Lesson effect. Greenhouse and global warming. Thank you. Have a good day. Back. This is a project and this is our topic: organic farming. Our first explanation is preparation of soil and seeding. Crop diversity, soil management, weed management, controlling other organisms, livestock, genetic modification. In this part, the farmer clears the soil with the tractor and puts on seeds. Our second part is seed germination. In this part, the plants go a little. As you can see in the third part, harvesting, our crops are grown. This is the last part. In this part, without this, plants can't grow, known as water harvesting. Then we go on to worm casting, vermiculture. As you can see, there is a worm here. Worm farming involves feeding on organisms waste to feed special breeds of worms that thrive in decomposing matter. Avoid feeding the worms large quantities of meat, onion, and dairy tools. Now we go on to organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizers are fertilizers derived from animal matter, animal waste, human waste, and vegetable matter. These are domestic animals. As everyone knows that without domestic animals, we can't grow crops. Then we get this from the organic farming. Last but not the least, as the world is going digital, farming has gone one step ahead. Ta-da! This is a smart drone that is used to keep security and monitor the crops.
Conventional farming relies on chemicals to control pests and grow plants. Organic farming depends on natural composting to produce healthy and nutrition crops, fruits, and vegetables. Advantage: increase food production. Advantage of organic farming: no strains of chemicals. Products do not make organic products do not make people get sick. Disadvantage: loss of biodiversity. Disadvantage of organic farming: organic foods are too expensive. Don't wait anymore. Start your own small organic vegetable garden because health is wealth.
This is my model of rotation and revolution. Rotation. The earth spins around its own axis. This This movement is called rotation. The earth moves west to east or anti-clockwise on its axis. It takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation. Rotation causes day and night revolution. The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. It takes 365 days to complete one revolution. The earth moves in a fixed path around the sun. Rotation revolution causes the changes of season.
This is mountain and this is valley, this is lake, this is desert, this is river, this is volcano, this is peninsula, this is island, this is archipelago, and this is forest. This is my project. Thank you.
So here is our
So next we will take 2 teaspoons of beetroot juice. Then how to make beetroot juice? Beetroot juice. We will take a beetroot, then we will peel it and grate it. Then we will put it into strainer and we will get beetroot juice. But then beetroot juice helps our lips to make pink and soft. 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. Done. Then we will take half teaspoon of parachute oil. Parachute oil help our lips to moist. Then we will take 1 teaspoon of Vaseline petroleum jelly. Vaseline petroleum jelly keeps our lips soft. Then we will take 2 vitamin E capsules. Vitamin E capsules heals our lips skin. And we will mix it with the help of matchstick. We can also mix with the spoon. Our lip balm is ready.
My volcano is made from glue, cardboard, newspapers, glue and newspapers and paint and water. I have added shows the position of Earth during its revolution. Solstice is the day when the sun is exactly on top of the head in the sky. At noon on this day in the summer season, the day is the longest and the night is the shortest. On the other hand, the winter solstice has the shortest day and the longest night through that particular hemisphere. During the two equinoxes, the day and night are exactly 12 hours each. The season can be spring or autumn. Solstices and equinoxes are the positions on the orbit around the sun that help us to understand why some places are cold and why some places are hot. As you can see, 21st March is the spring equinox, 21st June is the summer solstice, 23rd September is the autumn equinox, and 22nd December is the winter solstice.
The Great Himalayas. I will tell you a few facts and how I made this project. I made this project with white cement, tissue paper, crayons, color pencils, sketch pens, etc. I made these mountains with white cement, tissue and some water to make this substance which dried up, and I colored this with watercolors and made this mountain. So as you can see over here, the brown lines over here, which are the Himalayan range and how long it goes. It goes from West Pakistan to East India. Now I'll tell you some facts about the Himalaya mountains which I have over here. Number 1, we have Mount Everest, which is 8848 meters above sea level. It is the highest mountain in the world, which is in Nepal. The second mountain is Mount Godwin Austen, which is over here as number 2. It is 8611 meters above sea level. It is also known as K2. Did you know that this mountain is the second highest mountain in the world, but it is harder to climb than Mount Everest. The third mountain we have over here is Mount Kanchenjunga, which is in India, surrounded by Nepal and Bhutan. It is the third highest mountain in the world. And the fourth mountain, which is Shimla, which is 2720 meters above sea level. I have been to Shimla and it is one of the best mountains ever. You can get an amazing hill view over here. Now some facts about the Himalayas. It extends across India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan and parts of China. Himalayan range is home to 10 out of the 14 highest peaks of the world. Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norway, first climbers to scale Mount Everest.
First, I made this with the help of pencils, cutter, scissor and glue. I have made so many of this. Now we have to do like this. Now I have made like this. We have to make so many like this and one upon one like this. I have made this pyramid and I have colored with brown color. Making a paper plant. Now I have made so many of this. Like this. So I finished this Nirmaan project.